Yo, what's going on, PC gamers? Welcome to the How Hard Is It to Run video for The Crew by Ubisoft. Now, keep in mind, this is a Ubisoft title, so there is a decent chance that on any machine, this game is not going to run just because Ubisoft and their PC ports lately have not been the best. I think all of you guys already know my feelings on Assassin's Creed Unity, but with that being said, I thought let's go over the requirements anyway. If this game does manage to come out working, then I want to give you guys a general idea on what machines can and can't run this game. So let's get right into this video. For minimum CPU requirement, you're looking at a Core 2 Quad Q 9300 at 2.5 GHz. Very old quad-core CPU, but hey, nonetheless, it is a quad-core. I don't know if this is going to be another game where it's not going to run on a dual-core. That remains to be seen. They haven't commented on that. For AMD, Athlon 2 X4 620, again, another quad-core. Very old quad-core, though. The Athlon 2 X4 620 is very old at this point. For recommended CPU on the Intel side, Core i5 750 2.66 GHz. I believe that's the Linfield Core i5, so that's very old as well. And for the AMD recommended, Phenom 2 X4 940. That was one of the greatest CPUs back in the day. I remember the Phenom 2 X4. A lot of people used to run that CPU. Hey, that might be a CPU a lot of you guys that with older PCs still might be rocking. So most people that have a decent gaming PC that they built in the last year or two, they should be just fine. I don't see any problems unless you do have one of those older dual cores. I don't know how the Crew is going to work with that. It's not even listed as a minimum requirement. So if you have a dual core CPU, one of the older ones, the non-i3s, the Pentiums, watch out for that because you might not be able to even boot this game up, so just watch out for that. For graphics, minimum NVIDIA graphics is GeForce GTX 260, and on the AMD side, the Radeon HD 4870. GTX 260, very old GPU, 4870, same thing, very old GPU. Recommended GeForce GTX 580, and then on the AMD side, it's a Radeon HD 6870. Now, this is listed very weird because the GTX 580 is way more powerful than the HD 6870, so I don't know what's up with that. You know, you think if you would get these recommended requirements, I don't think this game is geared towards AMD, which would be really weird since they're actually giving out Ubisoft games for free with NVIDIA GPUs. So this doesn't make a lot of sense at all. Why is the recommended for AMD far lower than the recommended for NVIDIA? Doesn't make a lot of sense. Who knows? It's Ubisoft. You know, we're kind of geared to expect these kinds of things, but GTX 580s, I mean, that's about the same performance as a GTX 760, GTX 770, and then the Radeon HD 6870 performs around the same as a GTX 750 Ti, GTX 760, so just to give you an idea of how good those cards perform. But yeah, really weird. The 580 is a way better GPU than the 6870. Those two GPUs came out at around the same time, and I believe the 580 retailed of upwards of $400, and the 6870 was like a $250 budget video card, so really weird. I don't know what's going on here, but hopefully we'll get some clarity when this game comes out tonight. As far as RAM goes, minimum RAM requirement 4 GB, recommended 8 GB. You know, that's not too surprising. Seems like 4 and 8 is the new standard, moving up from 2 and 4 that we saw a couple of years ago. But yeah, most games are rocking this now. 4 minimum, 8 recommended. Nothing surprising about that at all. For OS, this is kind of surprising. Windows 7, you gotta have at least Windows 7. Sorry, you XP and Vista guys, but hey, I mean, I think at this point everyone has 7 or 8, so that shouldn't be too big of a problem. And hard drive space is 20 GB, so one of the smaller next generation titles. You know, nowadays most of them are, you know, 30, 40, even 50 gigabytes. I mean, look at Wolfenstein The New Order, that was like 45 gigabytes. So, thanks for watching this video, guys. Remember, this is a Ubisoft title, so honestly, I'm picking the game up. I already have it pre-ordered, preloaded. I'll be uploading some videos on it, giving my thoughts, how good the port is, things like that, a couple benchmarks. But I would not spend $60 on this game. Wait a little bit, check how the game's working. The game does look pretty decent, but one, this is a Ubisoft game. Two, this is a racing game on PC, which they never seem to work well on PC. So just wait out a couple days for this. Let a bunch of, you know, reviewers upload their opinions. I'll upload a couple of my opinions as far as how good the port is. And yeah, hopefully it turns out good, but I'm not holding my breath. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.